Come on, Steve, talk to me,
I'm in
man.
Dallas. You know,
Talk
I've
to
been
me.
trying to get you.
Yes, sir.
You got a relationship with George Pickens.
Oh, yeah.
Can you just talk
Yeah.
about
Listen.
how that came about and what you think of his season in Dallas?
Well, listen, the season in Dallas is what was expected. I expect that. I know what he could do. I knew what he could do when he was at Georgia.
Right.
I knew what he could do when he was at Pittsburgh.
Right.
Obviously, they don't use him that right. They didn't maximize his potential on what he can do. Obviously,
Right.
he had some issues at the quarterback position, blah, blah, blah. He goes to Dallas.
Right.
I already knew the season was going to look like that,
Right.
whether they had seed or not, because I understand what he can do. All three levels. See, you throw him something short, he could take it to the house.
Right.
You throw him something intermediate, he could take it to the house.
Yeah.
Anytime time to go deep, he could take it to the house.
Yeah.
There's so many other intangibles about George Pickens that makes him extremely valuable
Right.
wherever he goes. All you got to do is use him.
Right. And
Opportunity. That's all he
and
needs.
he's not just a jump ball guy.
No. What?
Right.
Hell no.
Right.
Absolutely not. It's so much more to him. He's a special player.
Right.
He's a generational talent.
Talk about how he handled the so-called he's a bad guy, he's immature. Come to Dallas,
I mean, listen.
did you help him? You know,
I
get his
talked to
mind
him.
right.
I talked to him, and I said it before the season started. I said it on Nightcap. I said, I guarantee you, this year in Dallas, you won't have any problems out of George Pickens.
Right.
Did you have any problems out of George Pickens all season
No,
long?
he was.
I said it
Right.
publicly.
You know, and as I was telling people, he listened to somebody.
Yeah.
He was very intentional about not making waves, not
Yeah.
saying the wrong thing. You can say you want somebody, you want somebody that can listen to somebody.
Yeah,
Because some
yeah,
knuckleheads,
yeah.
and I'm not saying it was knucklehead, but they were trying to make him knucklehead
I was
who
a
don't want
knucklehead.
to listen to nobody. You was a knucklehead, right?
I was the villain.
Right.
I enjoyed it. I embraced it.
Right.
You know, so me having that conversation with him
Right.
a while ago, when he was still with Pittsburgh,
Right.
I knew coming into this season he wasn't gonna have no problems.
Yeah.
He's gonna be good. You're in the right situation.
Right.
Sometimes it's all about structure.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all about environment.
Right.
He was in the right environment. Now there's some other things that need to go right in that environment.
Right.
That can help, but that's another conversation.
Two number ones, two guys that demand the ball. How do you navigate that? Certainly the Cowboys that helped that CD got hurt, where he
Yeah.
can really show his stuff because before CD got hurt, they wouldn't use him like they used him after
Right.
that.
I mean, now even CD got hurt. Now you get to see what he can do.
Right.
He's showing you how truly valuable he is. I would love for George Pickens to stay in Dallas. I'm sure the fans in Dallas, after what they saw, the small sample size
Right.
of the George Pickens that he can be,
Right.
of course, I'm sure they want him there as well. I understand if he's able to go somewhere else and get his true market value,
Right.
which I want him to get, like everyone else was able to get, as a true number one.
Right.
They can't pay him and overlap CD's contract.
They can't?
Now you know.
2 years later.
You're not gonna piss no down. I just don't. I don't think it's possible because then you piss CD off.
Right.
You know,
Right.
as much as they respect each other, as much as they love each other, CD views himself as that number one.
Right.
I would love Pickens to go get his true value.
Right.
They're gonna franchise tag him.
Right.
Now, two things can happen. Are you franchise tagging him to extend the time to try to get a deal done, but it is gonna be a respectful deal,
Right.
or is it gonna be a deal that no way you disrespecting me with this?
Right.
And you know how those negotiations go behind closed doors.
Right.
They're very disrespectful. They're going to throw up, well, you did this or you did that. It will never be. I'm not sure David Mulugeta is going to do what's necessary and do his due diligence to make sure he maximizes as much as he can get. But you can't get nobody no home team discount.
No.
Not
no.
on your first deal.
Right.
Come on, see, not the first deal.
And then if you put the tag on him, he ain't gonna show up, right? David ain't gonna let him.
That's disrespectful.
Right.
He just showed you what he. Come on now.
Right.
Let it. If the tag to me is almost as if, you know what, we like you, we want to pay you in this top market value for your position, but we don't trust you long term.
Right.
You know, come on now.
How much did Dak help him? You being with Dak?
Tremendously. A quarterback. Dak is a quarterback. When we talk about some of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, Dak's name should be mentioned. Every time you talk about quarterbacks and having a chance and always being in contention, Dak is in the conversation. Every year, the Cowboys will have a chance to contend for a title. Now, there's problems on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes.
Now, once you address that, it makes the job easy.
Why nationally people don't appreciate Dak? Why you always get on?
And listen, it's because it's the Cowboys. It comes with having a star on your helmet.
Right.
You know that. You know, it comes with having a star on your helmet, and I mean, the pressure is a little bit different playing for America's team.